Okay, so I'm going to show you how we add value to an image. So I have drawn my animal. I drew an elephant. And I drew it very lightly at first, then I went back and pressed a little harder to give the outlines a little more weight. So now what you want to do is you want to start shading in your animal, okay? So you can see I drew a line here because I knew there would be a shadow here, so I'm going to shade this part in heavy and dark. And remember, you can go different directions to make it darker, so I can color this way, and then I can go this way on top of it, layering. That way we don't ever press too hard that we break our pencils. Just layer, and it makes it darker. Okay, and then I'm going to pick a darker value for this back leg here. Since it's in the back, I kind of think, well, it's probably in a little bit of shadow. So I'll shade this in a little darker. And when we shade in something, it does take a while because our pencils are kind of tiny and our shapes are kind of big. So it takes a little bit, but that's okay. It'll be worth it. All right, and then I'm going to take this front leg too, and I'm going to make this a darker value. Okay. And then you can kind of pick where you want your darker values to go. So maybe I'll make a dark value here in the tail. And then maybe I'll do a medium value here. If you get outside your lines, take an eraser and clean it up. Okay, now for the body, I think I'm going to do a value scale. So I'm going to start darker at the top. And you don't have to do a value scale. If you just wanted to shade in the body one solid value, that's fine. Okay, now sometimes when we are shading, if you see I'm shading up here, but my hand is resting down here where I've already shaded in, and you can tell it's smudging a little bit. So what you can do is you can come get a scrap sheet of paper and you lay that where your hand would be. That way it doesn't get all smudgy. It's a little drawing trick. So what I'm doing here is I'm outlining the toes a little darker, and I'm coloring in those with a darker value. You can see my value scale here. I went dark to light. And then next I have to pick what values I want to use on the face. So I think I'm going to do the ear in a little darker of a value, but then lighten up on the face itself. And so you just want to pick your values. Lights, mediums, darks, where are you going to put them? Where do you think it'll look best? And we're just playing with our pressure here, learning how to press hard and how to press light to show dark and to show light. Alright, so here is my elephant all shaded in using value, picking different areas to make hard, different areas to make light, or doing value scales. Now, of course, it would look awesome if I added a background. So you want to think, what can you add to make this image look a little more interesting? So I think I'll add a little bit of shadow under here, like he's walking in the grass. Maybe I'll draw sun way back here. Alright, so here's my value drawing all complete using pencil.